Hello friends, welcome back my video lecture. In this video lecture, we are going to learn about the Water Act. The Water Act. Okay, so what is that act? We have to see first of all and how we can control water pollution. Okay, how we can maintain it, that we have to see. And we will see the prevention and control of pollution. So Water Act we have to see in detail. You will see here the Federal Water Pollution Control Act of started from the 1948 was the first major US law to address water pollution. So in this case, the growing public awareness and the concern for the controlling water pollution led to the sweeping amendment in 1972. As amended in 1972, the laws become commonly known as the Clean Water Act (CWA). This is the short form of Clean Water Act. So in this act, we can control or prevent the water. Okay, we can control the water pollution and we can prevent to the water to clean. Okay, the need for the legislating the act was felt in the year 1962. So it was the same year when the independent India's fight for its first war with China. A committee was set up in the 1962 to draw a draft enactment for the prevention of water pollutions. So in the 1962, India's is fought its first war with China. So that times the setup was the 1962 to draw the draft enactment for the prevention of water pollutions, right? So we have to know that Water Act, which is started from the 1974. Okay, 1974. Now we have to see the prevention of water pollutions, how we can prevent to the water pollution. Okay, how we can avoid the water pollution, which thing we have to apply to to avoid the water pollution. In this case, the first one is fertilize your garden and yard plants with the manure instead of commercial inorganic fertilizer. So we have to use the natural fertilizer. Okay, so for the garden, to make the garden and into the agricultural field, so we have to use the manure. Okay, instead of the commercial inorganic fertilizer, or you can say, so that is the harmful to the uh, water. Okay, water get pollution, so that you have to take care about the it. We can use it only fertilizer, natural fertilizer. That's why we can minimize the water pollution. Next thing, minimize your use of pesticides. Okay, into the agricultural field, when we are taking the number of yields, so that time we can using the number of pesticides to control the pest, right? So that we have to use in uh, less proportions. Next thing, never apply fertilizer or pesticides near the body of water. If you having the well, if you having the bore wells, so that bodies, we have to avoid when you are applying the fertilizer or pesticides, so that you have to take care about it, right? That means you will prevent that water pollution, right? Next is the grow our by organic foods, and next is compost your food waste, right? So this thing we have to see that. Next, do not use water fresheners in the toilets. Number of people are using the water freshener or number of things to toilets, so that we have to avoid because of that things are causes the water pollutions, right? Next is do not flush unwanted medicines down the toilets after using some medicines. Okay, it may be syrups, it may be tablet form, right? So that we have to avoid to flush into the toilets, right? We have to dispose in a proper way because of we can avoid the water pollutions, right? Next thing, do not pour the pesticides, paints, solvents, oil, antifreeze or other products containing the harmful chemicals down the drains or onto the grounds. So we have to take care about all these things, and after that we can avoid the water pollution, right? Now we have to see how we can control the water pollution. This thing we have to uh, think. Okay, we have to see in our day-to-day life. In that, the first one is prevent the groundwater contamination. Whatever the you having the water source, it may be bore well, it may be well, right? It may be ponds. So you have to take care about it. You have to wear particular cover on that source, water source, right? So what will happen, you can control the water pollution. Next thing, we have to see the reuse treated wastewater for the irrigations. So after use of water from the home, okay, so we have to store it well into the ground. So what will happen, the ground water level will be maintained, so we can use again, okay, that water for the different purposes, for the irrigation things, right? Next is find the substituent for the toxic pollutant. So before using of water to different purposes, we have to analyze that water. Okay, we have to analyze the toxic substances from that water, pollutant. We have to separate out of that toxic substances from this water. After that, the water pollution will become a control. Next thing, the work with the nature to treat sewage. And the next is the practice for R, 4 R's, reuse, resources, use. So R is the reuse, refuse, reduce and recycles. Okay, so we have to apply these things, are resources used for the water, and then we can control the water pollution. It means it can refuse the water, reduce the water and recycle and the reuse the water. Now next thing, reduce the resources wastage. Next is reduce the air pollution, reduce the birth rate. This is also one of the some common factor to control the water pollution. We have no, if increases the uh, peoples, it means populations. So what will happen, there will be the automatically the water need is there and water get polluted. So how we can, in this way we can control the water pollution. If we control the birth rate, if we control the air pollution, if we resources, so this thing we can apply in your day-to-day life and we can control the water pollution.